Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Jen from the Pittsburgh Botanic Garden again, and today we're going to be talking about seeds. So it's springtime and all the flowers and plants are starting to bloom, and they're actually starting to create their seeds. But the seeds, the plants that are growing right now are actually growing from seeds that probably fell down last summer, in the late summer and in the fall, and spent all winter long outside just waiting for their opportunity to grow. So today we're going to be looking at some different seeds and how they grow, and we're going to see why they grow, and let's take a look. So seeds come in all different shapes and sizes. Here we have our arugula that grows into a really delicious salad green that's a little bit spicy. And look how teeny tiny those seeds are. Then we have our mammoth sunflower. I'll bet that some of you might have eaten the sunflower seeds that come inside of the shells of these sunflower seeds here. They're pretty big. And then we have our pretty calendulas. And look at these seeds. They're curly. They're a much different shape than the others. And then here is a really big seed. This is our avocado seed. See how much bigger it is than these other seeds? It is a really big seed. And you can actually get an avocado tree to start sprouting out of one of these if you place it in some water. You can see the root start to come out of the seed, and it's really a fun at-home activity. Another activity that you can do at home is actually start your seeds in little seed pots. Now, I made my seed pots here out of old toilet paper rolls. I just cut the bottoms into 4 sections and folded them over and taped them. And then I filled them with potting soil, and I put a few of my tomato seeds. Now these are the different kinds of tomatoes that I planted. I planted some cherry tomatoes. I planted some red pear cherry tomatoes. Look, they come out a little bit different shape. And then I planted some San Marzano tomatoes. They're supposed to make really good spaghetti sauce. So hopefully they grow well. But I planted these tomato seeds about 5 days ago. And look at my little seedlings here. They're all starting to sprout. Now as they get bigger, I'll thin them out so that there's only one plant per pot here. But these tomato seeds knew when I gave them some soil and some water to grow that it was time to start sprouting. So they started sprouting. And soon, not soon enough, they're going to turn into beautiful tomatoes just like this. Isn't it amazing that out of a tiny little seed, these beautiful tomatoes can grow? And if we cut open these tomatoes, we have some new seeds. Do you see those little seeds right there? If I planted those into some soil and kept them watered, they would grow into new tomato plants. Now we've talked about a lot of the food seeds that you might see around this time of year, but there are also seeds you might see outside, like this one. This is a samara from a maple tree, and inside is a seed, this right here. And this will land, and if it finds the right soil and the right space with plenty of sunlight, it'll grow up into our beautiful maple tree. Today we're going to read A Seed is Sleepy by Diana Hutz Aston. A seed is sleepy. It lies there, tucked inside its flower, on its cone, or beneath the soil, snug and still. A seed is secretive. It does not reveal itself too quickly. Most seeds sleep through a season or two, waiting for the warmer temperatures of spring, but some take their time. 10 years might pass before the bright red-orange seed of the Texas mountain laurel shows its purple blooms. A seed is fruitful. 90% of the plants on earth are flowering plants. Flowering plants produce fruits of all shapes and textures that keep the seeds cozy until they have found the right place to grow. A seed is naked. Yes, naked. Scientists call gymnosperms, seeds that aren't clothed in fruits, naked seeds. Most naked seeds hide themselves on the scales of cones until they're ready to make a dash for the ground. Seeds come in many sizes. The orchid seed is the smallest of all. There might be 1 million seeds in one pod. The seed of the Coco de Mer palm is the largest. It can weigh up to 60 pounds. Wow, look how big that is. A seed is adventurous. It must strike out on its own in search of a less crowded place to put down roots. A parachute of fine silky hairs can take a dandelion seed 100 miles from its parent plant. Drift seeds float on ocean currents from one shore to another. They have enough air inside them to float, and their thick protective shells keep out seawater. Seed is inventive. To find a spot to grow, a seed might leap from its pod, or cling to a child's shoestring, or tumble through a bear's belly. A seed hopes to land where there is plenty of sunlight, soil, and water. A seed is generous. It gives the baby plant or embryo a seed coat to keep it warm. The embryo's first meal comes from its seed leaves, or cotyledons. Seeds with one seed leaf, like corn, are called monocots. Seeds with 2 seed leaves, like beans, are called dicots. Some seeds are ancient. Not all seeds are eager to germinate. Some have lain dormant or slept undisturbed for more than 1,000 years. The oldest known seed to sprout came from an extinct date palm tree. After it was unearthed from a long ago king's mountaintop palace in Israel, a scientist planted it. 4 weeks later, it sprouted. Seed is thirsty. Part of the seed, the root, feels the tug of gravity and digs down deep. And a seed is hungry. Once a seed has shed its coat, it drinks in the rain, the dew, and yesterday's icicles. It feasts on minerals in the soil. Another part of the seed, the shoot, is sensitive to light, so it reaches for the sun. Seed is clever. Plants make their own food through a process called photosynthesis. Inside plant leaves are cells containing chemicals that absorb sunlight. Light gives them the energy they need to turn water and carbon dioxide, a gas in the air, into food. It knows to seek the sunlight, to push itself up, up, up through the soil, but it must wait a while before that happens. A seed is sleepy, but only until it has found a place in the sun and it has had its breakfast and a drink of water. Then a seed is awake. The end. Boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me again for another Seedlings adventure. And I can't wait to see you back out at the garden. Have a great day.